Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face train. It was like work for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the f you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going, they were like, ooh yeah.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They start to drive with White, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week, two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. And this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now.
He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Bengals at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
11 MT, take.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Gets through, and now an opening. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. Ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. That's out wide for Palmer. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. Just their 1st in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. $14-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. And what's going to be the final play? And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Taken down, back at his own 7. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, Thomas.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice consistent gain.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gun.
2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get
11
going.
MT, 11 MT.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
12, stop.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
11 MT.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
Mixing up the middle. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Fielded just inside the 30. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Evans has it left side. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as the tackle made down at the 33. It's a pickup of 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
That is inches from the outline. It's no good. Wide to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Up the middle they go. Huff, and he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters.
Here we go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now it's Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be.
He's got him in, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their 4th lead.
Yeah. In the mid-game. Mid-game? Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
And he'll get it up just past the
God damn, he made it all the way. I knocked out for sure.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He fights forward for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
That's certainly not what they were looking for there on the opening play of this drive. Now Burrow changing things up here. On 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
You'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing their guns first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Right now in the NHL, because it wasn't stage. I'm doing some research on you because I'm very happy to get you.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
What did you learn from that experience?
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now looks to throw. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Oh, wow.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this is intercepted.
It's his 2nd pick, too. It's his 2nd pick, too. Winfield.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
Lord.
Covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 30.
I feel you, for sure.
I think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further.
Oh, I know.
Dropped it to 23-yard line.
That's a great question.
I gotta see.
I think historically,
This is
the
1st
culture
and
of our
10.
game was more
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives. Let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and he motivates your offensive line. I think they're ready to move to fire on his somewhat.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring
All right.
a must. It's 1st and 10.
Changing, and that's going to help grow the game as well.
It's just kind of been the
41-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It is very, very
They also get, listen, they're younger too, they're part of the new team, and they're more instinctively out there.
What team was that?
Yeah, I think I remember the beginning of the league.
So to speak.
There's people that are always
Yeah, it was just first. It was just a league at them time.
was a fan of the Bengals. Generation and to the people. So the thing that's going to bring Austin Matthews is great on our show. Shout out to Scottsdale, Arizona, by the way. PK Subban was fantastic.
Take him down. They got him. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Burrow. Now in desperation throw. Deep
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's something kind of moving on now. I took that shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
A massive part of
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over.
like, hey, you
Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
we are handling this right now. To be honest, I think society kind of needs that back in moderation, in a healthy way, instead of what we become now. I know that you guys have kind of leaned away from potential to fight being a major part.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So time has run out on what will be a 10.
Sleeveless hockey sweater here.
Yeah, that was the 4th quarter. Hell yeah, it was mad defense. It was 3-3 going into half. Nigga, that fly route was the first TD of the game. That shit was mad sweaty first half. I couldn't get in the end zone. Nah, yeah, he's sick because it was a good ass game first half. That's my left guard I drafted. He's still 7-0 and he still ain't playing enough down. He said they don't get healed, they violated. This nigga right here, my post-up is injured for 4 weeks. In a sim.
Your sport's the only one that has that. Your sport's the only one that has that. Yeah, it's going to happen forever. We would have seen. Let's talk about the NBA. Let's chit chatting about that at the end. Obviously, devastating thing happened in the And I know in the NHL, the record is about we appreciate it. Now, this is going to have to just change in England like this. There's a full conversation. There's a little bit of a rap sheet doing this. Not much to get out of that.
4
Rest in
weeks.
peace, Adam Johnson. Let's keep with the NHL. There has been conversation of potentially banning the smoke detector because there is.
Nah, he said he can't. I already hit him up earlier. I told him Chris Godwin had an X Factor game.
Safety and equipment and Kevlar, whether it's for legs or wrists or the neck, and to the extent anything would be mandated, it's something that would be
That's crazy.
It's something we do in consultation with the Players Association. We have a fixed committee that meets regularly and studies these issues. And this has been a topic of ongoing discussion, and it will continue to be. Players are free to wear Kevlar protection for the neck and whatever. And I think as part of the evolution, it's no different than what we did with visors. It took us a couple of decades to agree to make it mandatory, but more and more through education, players have increasingly been wearing visors.
Guys, it says Saints and Raiders.
They were youngsters wearing the visors, and we continued to encourage them not to take them off. And then ultimately we got to the point where we made it mandatory. I think over time, as we continue to work with the Players Association, we'll get there as well. And as they said, there's nothing to stop players from better protecting themselves, whether it's the neck or wrists or legs, from wearing more protective equipment. And that's something we're going to continue to study and educate on. But I think it's part of the natural evolution. And what happened in Europe was nothing short of a horrific tragedy, no matter how it happened. And it's something that I think has raised consciousness. And in terms of the consciousness raising, that the discussions are not a bad thing to have.
Absolutely devastating. But especially hockey, but I think a lot of us learned this from other players. Later, which leads to a Shipley's question for you, Gary.
Yeah, Gary. So obviously, the NFL had a ton of success over in Europe. Has there been, obviously, you guys have done some stuff in the preseason, but has there been any talks of throwing it more into Europe and having like maybe an international series over in Europe?
We do that. We've been doing that. Last year we played Finland. In November we have 4 teams going to play in Stockholm, Sweden. People tend to compare 2 things. One, the third-floor players from outside of North America, and these are some
This nigga got his team though. If we had his team, bro, in the league, if we had the Bengals in the league, bro, this nigga got fearless, gunslinger, pass lead elite, protected, sideline, deadeye. Like, can we get a quarterback like that in the league? Oh, you got the Eagles in here. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We just played 2 as a different aside exhibition games in Australia and Melbourne in the preseason. So we are probably, in terms of the demographics of our players, the most international of the 4 major sports.
Now, let's talk about the most international of the 4 major sports. I see you have to deal with a lot of different international issues. Yeah. So is that something that I'm actively focusing on overseas whenever you're dealing with, you just talked about Russia. They're currently some other stuff up. Dealing with different culture, background, and happenings currently to kind of run a nice league.
We have to be respectful. Obviously, after the war with Ukraine started, we cut off all of our relationships, commercial relationships with Russia, which was many millions of dollars that we just stopped doing business with. And in terms of our international relations, we're very respectful at the governmental level of what our country tells us is permissible and impermissible.
What's going on in the new season?
That govern hockey throughout the world. We have a very strong relationship with the International Ice Hockey Federation, and we're trying to work together with the IIHF to get our players back into the Olympics, because in addition to everything else that our players do that's important, They love representing their countries, and they love international best on best. And we're going to try and
Nigga here sending paragraphs like I give a fuck.
get our players back into the Olympics.
He said he over here sending paragraphs like I care how he lost. He like got it. I had to take that chance, bro. I didn't notice the safety wasn't there. And my team couldn't catch no interception. Like, nigga, my team dropped picks too, nigga. Unless it was my user shit. Yeah, he's thriving me, right?
But yes, you're trying to make it happen because
I pointed out that way, and you're right the way you were sort of parroting me. But the fact is, it's hard. We were supposed to go to the last Winter Olympics, and then COVID got in the way and we couldn't take the Olympic break. But the fact is, we do want to go because, first and foremost, it is important to the players. But we would make it great if we went to the Olympics, and that's not to be illegal. But the fact is, in the middle of the season, we don't see the other leagues willingly taking that on because it changes the momentum of the season. And because of the composition of our teams, our NHL teams, some teams may send 1 or 2 players to the Olympics. Some may send 9 or 10. Coming back from a 2.5-week break halfway around the world means whatever conditions the teams were in, the NHL team, before the break, some are coming back well rested and some are coming back pretty tired. And that's something that impacts the season. Having said that, if we can make it happen with the IOC and the appropriate arrangements are made, we're going to go.
Gary, I want to tell you the only reason why I'm saying that is because I was one of the people that was like, why are they not in the Olympics? Like, it just seems like such an easy thing. I'm really like, the NHL do this, and you just lay down there's not a solid so I appreciate that for you a lot. And also, I just got a lot of that. The fact that you just took 25, 30 minutes of your life to talk to these idiots in this particular room, we are so incredibly thankful.
I'm thrilled to be with you. I expect all of you at the 2 games at MetLife, February 17, 18, and as my guest, you want to have us on the show because
I appreciate it. First, we'll see you there. Can't wait to see the spread in the mission. Whoa. Gary Bennett. Hey, he was good. He was really good. Yeah. I just think the mission's going to get too late. Stay with us. You don't operate like that? Shout it to him. Going back on the other side of this 3-minute break with more bullshit. You're the best.
It's a good day to start something new. To brush weight grain 5 minutes. To put yourself out there, always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache and beard.
I had an old man not knowing that I was going to be used. For $17 a month, I had counseling. And it changed my life.
I'm not on my parents' health insurance anymore.
Signing up was so easy. It only took me 30 minutes to find a plan for $13 a month. Plans cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare is free. Enroll by December 15th. Hear more in great conversations. That's the approach you
Runs, you bought all the new players already?
You've represented a nation and services to showcase your invention. Get started today. For information.
Look what you can do when the power goes out. Crowded, predictable, and convenient. The Generac Home Standby Generator, your way.
So who you running back?
the most with the generator that powers my refrigerator,
Foreman?
my CPAP machines, and all the things that need to survive on a day-to-day basis.
The security and peace of mind your family deserves. Generators are generators. From satisfying.
It's a peace of mind to get the generator. That was the thing.
And owning a generator. Special financing available with no payment options. Act now. 7-year warranty only at $735. But go online to request your free quote today. Introducing Fanatic Signature. Election. Details. Make your mark with Fanatic Signature. Shop now with today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything. Why is everyone talking about Navon? So irritating. I was dealing with some bad nasal congestion, post-nasal drip. Navon is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter, but it's not filtered. Navaz is a drug-free way to help clean out allergies using powered suction. Join nearly 4 million Navaz users so you feel healthy.
It's 2-3 minutes of my time, and I'm right back to normal. I can breathe.
Navaz, clean nose, healthy life.
The following program is a collection of students talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of the speakers, their boss, or the NCAA. There might be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey, let's go!
This show stinks, but with that you listen, we are very good.
The all-time leading factor for the Green Bay Packers. Different offense of the nice to change their life.